From the latest blockbusters to hidden gems, news and reviews, this is your destination for everything movies. Grab your choc top and popcorn, sit back and relax. And don't forget to switch your phone to silent.
Here we go.
It's Talking Flicks with JT and Grant Lee.
Well, hello everyone, and yes, it is me, Grant, starting this week. I've got this great guy here, Jay. How are you this week?
Oh, it's the GOAT, Mr. Lee.
Now, before we go on and talk about what's coming up, how was your week? How's your week been just gone? I always forget to ask you, and I actually have had people comment, and last week I forgot to ask you again. So this week, that's why I said I want to start.
Yeah, it was the weekend I got you there, and I went along and spoke about the lovely Wendy's birthday, which I will find out how that went very soon. It's been an okay week. We've had a bit of sickness in the house, which, you know, when you got kids at daycare, you know, the petri dish, snotty noses, which we've obviously been trying to get rid of, so that has been no fun. But and obviously got to go to see a movie with Lexi earlier this week, which was part of the Talkin Flickster. So. Which is wonderful.
And what a great thing to do. As I said it in our podcast that dropped on last Wednesday, it's such a good thing to do, daddy and daughter days. You know, like it's something nice to do. And I think everyone should experience and make memories. And that's what it is, about creating memories. And I'm sure Lexi enjoyed the night with you. Last weekend, we had the Travelling Film Festival that screened all over New South Wales on the same weekend. And in Tamworth especially, because I can talk about that, it went off. It went really well. I know the Travelling Film Festival, very happy with our numbers in Tamworth, Orange and Wagga, which is great news. And I just hope it'll be back next year.
I'm sure it will.
Which I'm pretty sure it will. No, yeah. I'm sure it will be too, because it was so much fun. And I got to meet Eden, who was from the Travelling Film Festival. He came up and introduced movies and all that. Really nice guy. And funny thing is, his brother actually lives in Tamworth. So
what a small world
as well.
The big question, Mr. Lee, did you get to see Black Dog?
Well,
because it was Wendy's birthday, wasn't it? It was Wendy's birthday.
Well,
your wife
Wendy's birthday was on Saturday, so we went out for lunch and out for dinner. But on Sunday, my son and his girlfriend came around for dinner, because we actually have family night on Sunday nights, but not every Sunday night, which I was hoping wasn't a thing. But anyway, I didn't say that aloud because I really wanted to go see Black Dog. But unfortunately, family night came first.
So you didn't see it. You didn't see it, Mr. Lee.
I'm really disappointed, because I really I need tears. I need tissues or something, because I really want to see it. It looked really good. And I'm sure Zeus would have enjoyed it as well.
Oh, that's why you didn't go and see it, because you knew you'd tear up, didn't you? You knew you were going to crack it.
And then you'd find out about it and then start hassling me. That's why.
Yeah, bloody right I would have. I was banking on that. Well, that just blows up my prep for the week, doesn't it? I had all my gags picked out, and now I'm going to have to go find something else to rip on you about.
Just throw all that away.
And Wendy had a lovely birthday, obviously. Did she like your present?
Yeah.
You got her a watch, didn't you? There was the watch that you...
Yeah, I bought her a watch. Well, actually, she bidded on the watch and won it at an auction that we went to at a PCYC ball the week before. And she really liked the watch, and it was a great night. That was an excellent night, I must say. Sally Ann did such a great job in organising it. But anyway, she was happy with the watch, and she was happy that we went out for dinner and had brunch out. So
look at that, really Mr. Nice. Lee had to throw in at the ball. You're the high roller in the night, weren't you? Those little paddles you put up.
Yeah,
and it's getting a bit high. It's getting a bit high. He's going, I'm going to put this paddle down there. When he's like, you put that thing up. You put it up.
Were you there?
I was the one calling out. Well, next 1,000. Oh, that guy over there.
The one with the one with all that hair.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Well, I'm glad Wendy had a lovely time.
Yeah, so thank you.
That is great. Well, let's rip into some movies. We've got a big show coming up. We're going to take a look at what's new this week. We're going to check out what the hottest movies are in the country and around the world. We've got some great news around the screens. We'll take a look at what's coming up next week. And the best part, Mr. Lee, about this whole show this week, no Armagh game.
Yep, there's no Armagh. Yes. Yes.
You know what? I felt so good about that this week. I'm thinking, oh, this is so good.
I'm so happy. But why were you worried? Because it was me who was up for it.
Don't embarrass myself again. So I am I'm very happy about that. And I do apologise to all of our loyal listeners who had to put up with that crap for the last, how long was it, Mr. Lee? And you know what?
I don't know. It was too many weeks.
It was my game. I will be honest.
It was.
And you know what?
It was your game.
There are some things in life you can make mistakes about, okay? And that was a bloody big one.
And that was one of them.
That game will never, ever make a reappearance on this show, okay? So let's just say it's gone for good.
Too funny. That would be funny if I brought it back suddenly.
If it comes back on the run sheet, Mr. Lee, I'm crossing it out.
Oh, actually, you're in charge of the buttons too, so that makes it even harder.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Do you want the crickets again, or do you want me to leave them out? What do you mean?
Look, don't spend all our budget on them.
Oh, wait, that's the most push button around here. So if you're looking to get out to see a movie this week, none other than Alien Romulus, and Mr. Lee, when you watch an Alien movie, you're never disappointed for gore, and it just shows. It's got you on the edge of your seat, thriller, horror, everything you want it to be, and this one's going to be no different.
Look, I actually remember the first one. I actually watched the first one, which was back in 1979 with Sigourney Weaver, and from memory, I actually did enjoy it. It did scare me, especially when that alien came out of the. What was his name? William Hurt? Was it William Hurt? No,
yeah, we did speak about this last. And you know, it was funny because after we spoke about it, I did go and Google it. I had to watch that scene again, and geez, it's just and what they could do back in 1979 was just incredible.
Absolutely,
it's come a long way, obviously, but
yeah, a long way. But from back then, that was massive. Like, that is so big. Well, this one is all about Alien Romulus, and it is about a group of young people that find the old derelict space station, and so they actually want to go and raid it and find whatever they can get from it. Let's take a listen.
Are you sure you want to do this?
This could be our only ticket out of here.
This place gives me the creeps.
Welcome to the Romulus Space Station.
What's happening?
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
I don't
water?
know, there's just something in the water.
Run.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Who's hunting us?
Oh, no. Now, I have to say, I forgot that we can see each other. And I actually took my headphones off because I didn't want to listen too much.
Yeah, you did. And I've got to say,
forgot.
it's the first time I've seen you without your headphones on. I'm noticing there's not much. What's a new haircut, Mr. Lee?
It is a new haircut. It is a very short haircut. And I forgot, but I did turn my video off. Did you notice?
I noticed that.
And,
What, was that a mistake or what did you do?
No, I forgot because you could see me take my headphones off. And I went, oh, shit, I should have just turned the video off so you wouldn't have seen it. But how scary does that sound?
You know what? I said to you last week, I love a good horror movie, but Alien it does freak the pants off me. It really does. So, but you know what? I would still go along and check it out because I love a freaky movie, right? I love to be. You like a bit of shock?
No. Look, I have to say, out of all the Aliens, I've seen one, and that was the original.
And how old were you then, Mr. Lee? I would have said you would have been about 25 in 79. Was that 25 that you would have seen it back then? Was that?
You've been funny, haven't you? Yes. Yeah. No, I was actually I was very young. I'm actually quite surprised that I was allowed to watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was only 11. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Surprised
Yeah,
my parents
wow.
let me watch it.
How did you sleep after that? I bet you that was.
Yeah, I think that's why I wasn't allowed to watch it anymore.
You struggle now. God, imagine back then. So. But so this is 79, then there was 86, Alien 3 was 92, now we're starting to get on, 97, 2012, 2017. Yeah, so they've been fairly spaced out.
Oh, they have, exactly. I get it, good pun.
Yeah, it's like what I did there, right? It's good.
Also, out of all the people, if you could, put Alien with someone, they actually put him with Predator. Remember Predator?
Yeah, see, because I watched.
That was scary too.
Yeah, I loved the Predator movie with Arnie. When Arnie, that was the famous line, "Get to the chopper." That was the real. And why do they do this, Mr. Lee? Why do they go and do like I
because the people
why they
want
did
it. People want that.
Yeah, I know, but I was so used to it because I watched Predator 1 and there's Predator 2, which wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good. And then you get that, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But
really?
I can see why. I can see why they do it, because if you're into the franchise, and you're putting two franchises together. It's kind of like merging Deadpool and Wolverine. I guess it's probably a smart way. Smart way of doing it. So, did you like it? That's the question. Did you?
No, I didn't watch the Alien Predators, and I didn't watch any of the Predators either.
It's definitely not a you movie. Yeah. Definitely not a you movie.
Definitely not. But it's quite scary that they can actually put those two together and make a movie out of it. Like, it's just, yeah. It gives me creeps. But anyway, all good. This is directed by Fede Alvarez. Is that how you say his last name?
Alvarez,
thank you. He actually directed.
How'd you come to rehearsals, Mr. Lee? You would have known that.
I would have known that.
But you think rehearsals are so overrated? Is the word I'm looking for.
They are. I just like to wing it. That's what that. I just like to wing it.
That's okay. Well, I can help you with the pronunciations.
Oh, good. Thank you. I do appreciate that. He actually directed Evil Dead, Don't Breathe 1 and 2, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that's a great movie, that one.
That's going back, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Geez.
So, it's going to be a fantastic movie when you got a director like that looking after it. So,
yeah, great.
Yes.
And one more thing, I just want to make sure you know about this, Jay. The director, what's his name again?
Alvarez.
Thank you.
Mr.
Alvarez. Thank you. He actually found the special effects crew from Aliens 1986, and he actually got their ideas and put it into this movie as well. So
clever.
And that's a good thing to do. Yeah.
I think if you're going to do a franchise, I think that's probably one of the most important things is always trying to stay true to the originals. Yes. Because a lot of the people that will go and check this one out will be ones that have followed the Alien franchise from the get-go.
And day dot, exactly. And that's why I think Deadpool's so good. And, Shreks and all those, they've kept to
the original,
that actual franchise. Yeah, because they know. Top Gun, another one.
As soon as you start changing the recipe, it tastes bad.
Yep.
That's what happens. So, yeah. Taking a look at some movies that are also out this week along with Alien, we've got Deadpool and Wolverine, as we mentioned before. 200% Wolf, which is great for the whole family, Mr. Lee. I reckon that everyone would love that one.
Certainly is. It's a good one. It ends with Us is also playing, which I know you enjoyed. Despicable Me 4, The Fabulous 4, Inside Out 2, Long Legs, Trapped, and Twisters. Now, before we go on, I've been talking to a few people about Trapped, and people have said it's really quite scary how that could happen. So how they trap the guy inside the auditorium to catch him because he's a killer, and yeah.
Well, that's one of the things that attracts me to a storyline is it attracts me to the movie as a storyline before I go and check out the reviews and the ratings and whatnot, but it's always a storyline, and I think they've chosen a good one there, and a great little comeback from Josh Hartnett too. That's definitely one you want to get across.
Correct. It's absolutely. Now, let's move on to the top movies for the last week. We're going to head off to the USA because I love the USA because, we follow the USA quite a bit, don't we, Jay?
We certainly do.
Number 5 is Despicable Me 4. Number 4 is Borderlands. Number 3 is Twisters. Coming in at number 2 is It Ends With Us. And number 1 for the US, Deadpool and Wolverine for another week.
Great. Well, let's go to Mexico. Thank you for taking us to Mexico this week, Mr. Lee. And I love it how every time I do it, you give me 4. You get 5 and I get 4. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well,
Yeah,
I guess you design the run sheet, don't you? So that's okay. That's fair enough. Well, this just makes my life a bit easier because I've got to read one less, right? Let's take a look at the top 4 for Mexico. Inside Out 2 is still holding inside the 4. Number 3, Trap, which we spoke about before. That's the one with Josh Hartnett. It Ends With Us in at number 2. And number 1, Deadpool and Wolverine. What's this week, number 3?
Yeah,
number 1?
Can you believe it? I just can't believe it. Now, number 5 for Australia is Twisters. Number 4 is Trapped. Number 3 is Kate Blanchett's Borderlands. Number 2, It Ends With Us. And number 1 for Australia, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Now, you know what? I would be very happy if I was Blake Lively to have It Ends With Us in at number 2, pretty much across the board for an opening week, for a rom drama. I think fantastic. And as I mentioned in our Talk and Flickster on Wednesday, I thought the movie was fantastic. I thought Blake was just phenomenal. She really was in this movie. I could not have given her more of an accolade for what she did. I think she portrayed it really good. And so did Justin Baldoni, which the director, also playing role in the movie as well. I thought he was fantastic. So everyone played their role really well in the movie. And if you want something that just, gives you a smile or maybe you might tear up as well, I think that's definitely one for the weekend.
Oh, it certainly is. And funny you should say, and I'm so pleased you did say that Blake and Justin were suited, because there were some talk online saying that they were too old for the part, because in the book they were a lot younger. But I actually think from what you're saying and from what other people have come out saying, they were perfect for the role. So
yeah, and I thought watching it, like, it does feel like it feels like a movie that you could see some teens would really, I think like a teen type of movie would really enjoy it. And so I can see why, when you've got that vision going a bit younger, I can see why that would help. But I don't think it really mattered, because I think that Blake just, the maturity of Blake's character as well in the movie, I think was, portraying Lily in the movie. I think that's what was needed. Maybe going a bit younger may not have brought it across quite the way that it did, but if that was the intention, then they've done a really good job of adjusting the script, and because off the back of the book, the novel from Colleen Hoover. So I just think that everyone played their part really well. I thought the storyline was great. I thought the music was fantastic that went with it as well. So I would love to see it at number 1 at some point. Hopefully that's and it's getting
talk might get there.
Yeah, which would be great.
So, because I think the more people are seeing it, and especially this past week who have seen it, I think people will go because they want to see it themselves, to say, oh, yeah, I've seen that, because everyone else has. So people will actually go see it. So I think, maybe the Deadpool people, they'll go to that. Then they'll go see The Wife in It Ends With Us, because you better see them both.
Yeah, and should point out too, guys, don't be afraid to go along and, get in touch with your inner emotions. Go and check it out because, I think male or female, I think it's suited to both. It is a bit of a chick flick, but, I think the guys would certainly love it as well. Now, Inside Out 2, we gave this one a massive round of applause when it made the $1 billion club, and we have a new entrant, Mr. Lee, and I've got to say, I think we all know what it is. No surprises, really.
It didn't take long to get there, I must say. So, of course, we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. I cannot believe it. It's great news.
That is huge.
I will let you know, Jay, because I know I went and saw it. I actually went and saw it again because I really did enjoy it. And I could go see it again because it's that good. And I actually know one person who has actually seen it 4 times. And
wow,
he loves it. Yeah.
Wow.
And I've seen other people who've seen it 2 and 3 times as well. But this one person, he's actually, I won't say his name because I don't want to embarrass him because I do know him. But yeah, he loves the movie that much, 4 times.
You can name and shame on this show, Mr. Lee. You know you can.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but I won't. because he'll kill me if I named him.
Well, why don't you name him and I'll beep
that's
it
a good
out.
idea.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a new sound effect. Whoa, gee.
That's there for
Was
you.
that approved in the budget meeting?
That's there for you, Mr. Lee, is to make sure I keep you in check, right? Just in case you turn into Mr. Potty Mouth Lee at some point. When it happens, I can just go. I haven't had to use it yet, though. I haven't had to use it. So that's good.
I've been very tamed. I've been very good. I don't swear.
No, you're a good boy, Mr. Lee.
Good point.
Good boy. It sounds like talking to a dog.
Now, in some other news, we've had D23 happen in this past week. And look, there's been so much talked about what is going on and everything at Disney. Some great news. We've got The Incredibles 3 coming, which I'm so excited because I love Bob Parr and his whole family in that movie. The first one it was brilliant. Second, brilliant. Cannot wait. We've got Frozen 3. We've got Disney Snow White, which is going to be a live action one. And Zootopia, number 2.
Oh, I cannot wait.
How good was the first one?
It was awesome.
It was. It was so much fun. But the big one that I'm excited about, it is official, Toy Story 5.
Yeah, this is huge.
Woody
this
and
is
Buzz
huge.
back.
When it comes to Disney Pixar, would you agree that Toy Story has to be one of the best productions that they have done?
Yes.
One of the best franchises for Disney. It doesn't matter how old you get. Look, obviously I watched it at the movies as a kid and now my kids are watching it. Like, I think that's fantastic and amazing.
I agree. And you know, those sort of movies that, you know, you can remember from your childhood and you not make your kids, but you want your kids to watch them because you got so much enjoyment out of it. And I'm sure if you've sat there and watched it with your kids, you would be still laughing and enjoying, because those movies you can watch over and over again and still enjoy it.
So what I know is Tim Allen and what's the other guy?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Had a mind blank there. Was not on the sheet, Mr. Lee.
Sorry.
You stitched me up. Are they coming back? Is there? I'm guessing so, because we would have heard by now if that wasn't going to happen, and they've got to be there. They've just got to be there.
Oh, they do. But did you know in the actual Woody doll that you can buy, it's actually Tom Hanks' brother that does the voice in that.
What?
So, yeah,
Go
it is.
How do you know that, Mr. Lee?
Oh, I know.
Do you have
funny
one?
bits of trivia. Yes.
Sits there after work and goes, "Talk to me, Woody."
I really do hope, and I think they would, because they wouldn't release Toy Story 5 without those two characters in the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they are the voice. And I'm sure if they changed the voice, it would not be the same, and I don't think people would listen or watch it.
I will be honest, I would hope that if anything happened to Tim Allen or Tom Hanks, that they would just put the cue in the rack and just call it done. You know, I think
Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of him who did it. I can't think of it. Don Rickles? Was it Don Rickles that did Mr. Potato Head?
You're looking at the wrong person, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I might. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. You don't like movies. I'm kidding. Well, they actually had enough voice that they could actually, from past movies, to actually use. And with AI, they actually made it so it sounded like him doing it.
That's very clever.
It was actually backed. Yeah, well, it was backed by the family saying that would be such a good thing. Now, another thing out of D23 is, do you remember the 2003 movie Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan?
2003?
2003.
Wow, so that's 21 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, that private education did work for you. Well,
wow.
I'm on fire tonight. Aren't
You
I?
are.
Today, I should
Goodness.
say. Yeah, so they're coming back in Freakier Friday. So there's a sequel coming to that. So after 21 years, they'll have something there. So that's going to be fun.
But
and I actually enjoyed the first
How old's Lindsay Lohan now, though? How old is Lindsay? Like, she'd have to be getting on. Do you want to Dr. Google or do you want me to Google?
Yeah. I'll do Jamie. You do Lindsay.
All right. So Lindsay's 38.
Oh, really? Oh.
So how old was she in the movie? She would have been in her
she would have been what?
Yeah, in her late teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is 65 and she looks stunning.
Oh yeah,
I would never have thought she was that old. I thought she was younger than that. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
That
So,
is. Yep, she
I
does
want-
not look that.
How are they going to do this? They're older now, so it'd be interesting to see how they play this one out because it was a movie for teens back then, wasn't it? It was like a teen type movie.
It was.
Now, and you prefer those?
Because I remember Jamie Lee Curtis on the back of the motorbike one stage with the boyfriend.
That was really
of
cool.
her daughter's boyfriend.
Really funny though. And remember the Chinese lady with the fortune cookie in the restaurant?
Because she's the one that did it.
Yes,
Wasn't she? She was the one that did it.
hilarious and evil as, but hilarious. That was great.
Yeah.
So, a little bit to go for that one. What's the release date on that one? That's
Probably looking about 2027, 2028, around there.
wow. So actually,
not far.
Lindsay
40s.
will be in her 40s by then. Yeah. So will I. Okay, let's. Well, only just. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not
and
doing
you'll have less hair by then too, I must say, because now that I can see you, I can see that. It's,
Oh, I'll never have less hair than you, Mr. Lee. I can tell you now.
that's true.
No matter
That's
how much
true.
I try.
Now, moving on, because I know how much you like me talking about that. Around the screens, look, in Tamworth, we've got a parent session coming up on the 28th of August for It Ends With Us. Plus, we've got Andre Rieu's next concert. Tickets are on sale now. That's for September 1. In Orange, they've got the Orange Film Society doing their next movies. And it's on August 25, 28, and it's called Evil Does Not Exist.
Now, what do you know about that film, Mr. Lee?
I knew you were going to ask me that. And so I
didn't have to. I didn't have to. It wasn't on the run sheet, mind you. But I thought,
No,
you know
I
what?
know it wasn't. And I knew you would ask me that. And so I actually thought, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of Googling just to find out. Because
Do you want
I
me to play
don't
some
want to
thinking
have that.
music or something for you? Or
I do.
I've got some-
It's actually set in a village in Tokyo. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good music. It's all about a gentleman and his daughter who live in this small village near Tokyo. And one day the village inhabitants become aware of a plan to build a camping site near their house, offering residents a comfortable escape to nature.
You did that very well. You've sold it to me very that could have gone either way, but you did that very
It
well.
could have. I'm so pleased
been
I
disaster.
could Google that quick. They've also got Andre on the September 1 as well as Wagga. They've got their tickets on sale now in Wagga to see Andre on September 1. And I know tickets are selling quite well. So if you are thinking of going, make sure you get them. Did you get yours for your nan?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
She wants me to get some more.
And you're going to be taking the family.
Yeah, she was. No, she's got ladies at bowls that she wants to take now.
Oh,
yeah, she got the bowls
good's
ladies. Yeah, so she did say to me, she said, "See what Grant can do. Can he do us a deal?" I said, "Well, I'll have to ask and see how we go. I don't know. You know, that's." Do you do 2 for 1s, Mr. Lee? Is that?
Look, I would love to say yes, I would, but I'd get shot by Andre himself, I'm sure.
Oh, you help our little old lady, wouldn't you, Mr. Lee?
And especially your nan. I do like your nan
Well,
because
she
she always
stands up
sticks
for
up
you.
for me.
She does, and
Yeah,
she
she
likes you,
does.
Mr. Lee. She likes you.
Does.
I mean,
You know what I'll do? I'll do a ticket for her and each of her friends for $40 each. How's that?
oh, you're a good man. You're a good man. I'm sure she'll love that.
So each of them $40 each. There you
That's
go.
good. That's
Special for them.
Yep. And then you can put up with the bowls ladies and me, and I'll come and join you at the counter. Do you need some help serving?
Yes.
Give
We
me
probably
anything.
will.
That's fine. Give me anything. Now, I'm looking forward to next week's big movie, Mr. Lee. I'm looking forward to this absolute corker with Channing Tatum, who is one of our faves on this show.
It is. Yes, he is. And Christian Slater as well, who I think's a great actor. He's played Batman. So I think he plays all those sort of parts. But this is all about a billionaire who becomes friends with a waitress at a fundraising gala, but he invites her and her friends to his island and things start to go wrong.
I thought you were going to say things start to go raunchy. I was going to go, well, hold on a tick. That's a few of those in there.
Definitely not that type of movie. But yeah, things start to question.
So we're looking at a mystery thriller. I'm just trying to paint a mystery thriller on this one. So we don't know what happens. That's
no.
Yeah, going to have to find that out. But Channing Tatum, again, another complete slide of this guy's very versatile in his movies, isn't he? Because if he's not Magic Mike, he's slipping into, what was that movie with Scarlett Johansson, Fly Me to the Moon?
Fly Me to the Moon.
To the Moon. Yeah, now he's in this mystery type thriller film. So, yeah, and he was the guy from White House Down, wasn't he?
Yes,
so, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he was fantastic in that. So,
yeah.
That one's called Blink Twice, and it's out next week. Looking forward to it.
I will say we've got a new Talking Flickster for next week. That'll drop on next Wednesday at midday. And we've got Adam, and he's heading to watch Alien Romulus.
Oh.
So then I don't have to, because I don't do horror. So Adam's going off to that.
You convinced him, didn't you? You convinced him somehow. You look.
Yes, I did.
Look, I was going to go see it, but got to wash my hair. So can you go? It's true. Yes.
It is true. So I'm looking forward to catching up with Adam next Wednesday to find out what his thoughts are. Yeah. And then I'll make a decision.
I want to find out if it's as freaky as it looks, because that's exactly what I'm seeing when but it's tempting. I've got to be honest, Mr. Lee, it is very tempting.
Oh, really?
I think so. Look, and you know what? You kind of got to go back and watch them all again, right? Because before you go see it, right? Because it's a long time between drinks for these movies. So it's kind of like you want to have a bit of a movie marathon, and then you're ready to go when you see what happens on Space Station Romulus. What if we? You know what? If this is really bad, I say we stick you in a cinema to watch this one. I reckon this is what we're going to do.
And remember what happened when I saw Wolf Creek?
Yeah,
2. It was Wolf Creek 2, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was more tame than this, I think. Like, I think this is going to go the next level. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking we hired some stuff in the cinema too to get the pop out, and we'll get things to come and crawl all over you. What do you reckon?
No, I've already done my horror. I did tarot, so there you go. I've done one horror this year, so that's enough.
One horror in 365 days, Mr. Lee. What's doing? Come on, get with the program. I reckon the minimum should be 12 horrors a year. That should be the minimum, I reckon. One a month. Yeah. One a month. I know. I can see you don't. You do not.
I'm starting to freeze up about it. Yeah, no.
But hey, look, if you want to be a Talkin' Flickster too, should point out the best way to go is to the Forum 6 or the Odeon 5 websites. There's a link. You can fill out your details, and you could very well be seeing a movie on us, and we just want your honest thoughts. If you like it, you're going to give it a good rating. If you think it's crap, then you're going to give it a
low choc top.
Yeah.
Well, look what Lexi did last Wednesday. 5 choc tops.
5 choc tops. Yeah.
We have not had a 5 choc top yet.
I think we did. I thought.
Did we?
Yeah, I thought Narelle gave us for Fabulous 4. Yeah, she did. See, look, just goes to see how much attention you pay in these episodes, Mr. Lee. Right? I don't know what you were doing at the time. Probably sleeping, catching up on some Z's. Right?
Oh,
that's okay. I was still here. That's the main thing. I was doing.
That's good.
I was. I'm a team player, right?
Yes, you are a team player.
When you drop the ball, I pick it up. So with that said, we've come to the end of today's podcast. Can you believe it?
What?
That's
gone quick again.
Yeah. So this is where I ask you what's on for the weekend. What's the plan?
Yeah. Well, this plan for this week, I'm actually heading to Sydney for the weekend.
Again?
Again. I'm flying down tomorrow. It's actually my wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, wow. What a busy month for you, Mr. Lee.
It is.
You must be running out of cash.
I am running out of cash because last week it was Wendy's birthday. This Saturday, I have 7 days between birthday and a wedding anniversary.
Ouch,
and would you believe it's 28 years?
Congratulations! That is, and you know what?
Thank you.
Can I just say, you and your wife, Wendy, you guys are a wonderful couple. There is no better
thank
couple
you.
than you two. I love you both to death, and
Thank you. Right back at you.
I am so stoked for you guys. And there's a lot of people out there I'm sure would love to have the longevity you guys have had. And
thank you.
Yeah, so I know
I'm sure.
I know I'm getting all emotional at the moment.
You
right?
are. Now, before we go, what do you got planned for the weekend?
Oh, thanks for asking, Mr. Lee.
Because I thought you were going to cut me off.
Well, I was about to. You just saw my finger on the
Yes.
button, didn't you? You know exactly.
Yes,
what
I
was about to
did.
happen.
I did, and that's why I had to
got
push in.
very quick. No, I think this weekend I'm just. I think it's a footy weekend. Got the kids with footy and sports and things like that. Just a weekend with the kids, which is awesome. Chaos, which is great. So I'm looking forward to lots of that. Yeah, I bet you're lucky. I bet you're glad you asked the question, right? It was really worth it, wasn't it? Yeah, that's
It was. No, that's good. You're creating memories. That's what my thing is at the moment, is creating memories, because that's what our slogan is at the cinema, and that's what you're doing with your kids on the weekend. And I think that's awesome. Good on you.
We should make a Creating Memories podcast next, right? What do you reckon? We can have
we
one on the
should.
side. We'll do a Creating Memories episode, and we'll create memories all episode. What do you reckon? Everyone can bring a
that
memory.
would be great.
One memory per week.
Oh, perfect.
You can go
slot
first.
that in.
Well, hey, look, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll return again. And give us a like on Facebook too. And great to see we
Yes.
had some wonderful likes coming through. So thank you very much. Like us, follow us, Talkin Flicks Podcast on Facebook. All the details at the Forum 6 Cinemas, forum6.com.au and odeon5.com.au. Mr. Lee, take care. Catch you next Friday.
Bye for now.
Want more Talking Flicks? Get your fix with every episode anywhere, anytime. Just search Talkin Flicks on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.